Up the fence into the crowd. It's a very short fence, folks. Alright, now let's pull him back here a little bit more. Alright guys, now we take a look at our alligator. He is 8.5 feet long, weighs around 250 pounds, and we estimate his age to be around 25 to 30 years old. Good sized animal. Whew, I gotta catch my breath, guys. Okay, so when we take a look at it, the first thing I'm sure everybody notices, though, of course, are the teeth, though. Now, a large alligator like that, they can bite down with an entire ton of power within the mouth. Literally 2,000 pounds per square inch of force. I'm going to demonstrate that force for you guys right now, and the way I'm going to do that is with this stick. You guys are impressed with the stick? No? Remember, guys, this is not the size that matters, how you use these things, okay? And the jokes will only get worse, guys. They only get worse. Now, what I'm going to do with the stick is I'm going to go up to the alligator, and I'm going to touch the side of his mouth with the stick. Okay, when I do that, he's going to slam the jaw shut, trying to catch whatever it is that touches him. Now, the way we're going to do this by keeping all of our body parts is relying on the fact that his eyes are on the top of the head, and they face the sides. It leaves a blind spot in front of the face where they can't see anything, okay? Now, before I do that, I want you guys to have a seat for me. Go, have a seat, have a seat. Come on, come on, come on. Because your presence there does distract me. Please, have a seat for me, guys. Sit, sit. I'm going to hold the show until you sit. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. There we go. Okay, so again, guys, I'm going to try and take advantage of that blind spot up in front of the alligator. Right there. Remember, guys, cannot see anything right in the front of his face right there. No vision at all. Now, we got to get him to hold still. Hold still, Mr. Alligator. Come on, then. There you go, guys. I told you how to use these things. All right. No. We're not going back in there. Okay, all the way back. And one more time for you folks. Okay, now if you're not impressed by that, guys, that's the best I got, okay? All right. So there you can see and hear that massive amount of jaw pressure. If you happen to catch any part of your body inside of his mouth when that happens, you will not be a happy camper, and you probably will not get that body part back, okay? Whew. All right. Yeah, the rest of you guys have a seat for me there. Have a seat there, guys. What we're going to do with our alligator now, though, is some alligator wrestling. Now, even though we call it gator wrestling, it's not like wrestling on TV, okay? I'm not going to hurt him, headlock him, and guys, I never, ever wear tights or spandex, okay? So not that kind of wrestling. So what gator wrestling actually is the techniques used by Seminole Indians to capture alligators. They jump on the back, tie a rope around the jaws, and bring it back to their camp alive. So the first thing we have to do is get on the back of the alligator very carefully, guys. I'm going to pull him back just a little bit more so you can all see him. I wasn't even so bad, guys. Who's next? Okay. There we go, folks. Now, take a look inside that mouth, and there are 80 teeth in there, 40 top and 40 bottom. Now, the neat thing about his teeth is an alligator, he can break those off, grow them back, and will cycle around 3,000 to 4,000 teeth in a lifetime. As they shed them or they bite down something solid, they break them off. Now, like I was saying, the Seminole Indians would capture these alligators for food. So once on the back, the first thing they want to do is close up those jaws. Even though they bite down with that massive amount of jaw pressure, you can hold their jaws shut with your bare hands, as you can see right here. All that power is in closing the mouth, very little for opening the mouth, which saves my butt in here all day long, guys. I mean, I would have jobs from that back where the show would be a lot more exciting for you to watch. And don't lose your sense of humor now, guys, please. Now, once those jaws are closed, we're going to tie a rope around them. And the way the Seminoles would tie the rope when they were alone is by holding his jaws shut between their chin and their chest, allowing your two hands to be free to take out a rope and tie it up. You guys want me to demonstrate that for you, right? Yeah, sure, Chris. You got to put your teeth against your throat? Go ahead. We'll take pictures. Why not? All right, if you guys want to see me do it, you have to give me some motivation. You guys want to see it, right? tied up around the jaws. So that's how the Seminoles could capture the alligator. Now, if you look at the back of the animal, they have big bumps and ridges on the back side. The bumps and ridges are made of solid bone, and each one's what we call an osteoderm. It's bone, skin, and Latin. So this is like armor plating of solid bone down his back to protect him. And if we were to look right behind his eye, I'm covering his eye so it didn't try and bite me, but right behind the eye is the ear, a little flap right there. Yeah, it's kind of cute, like a really ugly dog and stuff. So we can seal off the ear canal to keep out water, seal off the nostrils too. Now I do have one last trick to show everybody. But before I do it, let me tell you guys a little bit about myself so you don't think I'm just some dumb redneck. Because I see those stares. Now believe it or not, I actually have my bachelor's degree in environmental studies from Florida International University. So I'm an educated redneck and there's a difference, folks. Okay? If you don't think there's a difference, you should meet some of the people I've worked with. Trust me on that one, guys. Okay? And also, if you guys are interested, we also film a TV show called Gator Boys down here, and I'm on the show if you guys are interested in seeing that too. It's on Animal Planet, the #1 show. And I literally do pay tuition by wrestling gators, so our last trick right now is what we call a face-off. If you mess it up, your face comes off, guys. I'm going to set my chin on the edge of the open mouth right here, making sure I don't touch anything. In there. Alright, so nice and carefully, guys, very carefully. Here's your picture quickly, guys. Everybody got one, right? Okay, that's enough. Yeah, you guys see that right there? Now, you're just coming up to try to bite you in the shoulder. You look up the YouTube video, there's another guy gets caught in the shoulder by that alligator just like that. Look it up, okay? Alright guys, now I'll tell you what, whenever I do that trick, yes it does make me nervous. It freaks you out. If you mess it up, he's going to bite you, okay? But I do remember the first time I ever jumped on the back of a gator. It's like, yeah, this is awesome, right? I'm on the back of an alligator. But how do you get off the alligator? So I'm going to cover up his eyes so he can't see me, okay? And then very carefully, we're going to ride him off to the sunset. I'll see you guys later.